Hey guys, it's Lynn again with Littlefoot Nursery. I have a chat topic for you guys today, and it's about whether the Reborn and just the doll market in general, is it oversaturated? Because I have been seeing just a lot of different posts from people just complaining about sales being really, really slow, and I've kind of seen that too. I'm on Doll Fan, and I will just kind of check in on the silicones for sale or reborns for sale sections, and it does really seem like there's some beautiful babies that have been sitting on the market for a bit. It's very surprising. So I don't know if everybody's just like tapped out. I think part of it might be, I feel like this time of year is really tricky. I think before the holidays really start. And I think it's because people are still recovering really from all the doll shows. There's the Rose Doll Show in July, there's the Kansas Doll Show in August, and IDTS doll shows in June. So you have three doll shows right in a row. And and collectors, to go to a show, it's very expensive. So for collectors, you have to factor in your airfare, hotel, food, and then of course what you end up spending at the show. So you can be, it's definitely like a several $1,000 investment to go to a doll show, and also, and can be more than that, if you, depending on what kind of dolls you end up buying. So it's a big investment, and so I do think that sales, it's natural for sales to be a little bit slow afterwards. But anyway, guys, this is baby Savi. Sorry, I should have mentioned that earlier. She is the Mei-Lien sculpt by Ping Lau. She's beautifully done by Julia Homa. Oh my gosh, I just love this baby so much. And just for fun, I'm gonna change her into this like Snow White outfit. Is this not the cutest thing? It's just like knit on top and tulle on the bottom. And I got this a while ago. I don't think it's there anymore, but I got it from Gap. They had a Disney baby collection. Is that not so cute? And one of my other babies has definitely worn this before, but I wanted to go ahead and put her in this. I've been so like Disney crazy lately, you guys. We renewed our annual passes, and I kid you not, I think I've gone like every weekend since we renewed our passes. And my husband does not like to go that much, so what we will do is like we'll go as a family like twice, like every other week, and then the alternate weeks where we don't go as a family, I'll go solo with one of the kids. So I'll kind of like they'll take turns and just go with me, just because I think it might be a little bit much for me to handle both of them on my own, especially when it comes to like mealtime. I feel like that would be a little tricky, but yes, I've just been very Disney obsessed lately, especially even more than my normal. So because of that, I thought, okay, you know what? Let me put her in a Disney outfit. That would be really fun. I've not brought any of my reborns to Disneyland since we're renewing the passes, and honestly, I think a big part of it is just the weather's been so hot, and I also find like I oh my gosh, this seems like really short on her today. And you know what? She hasn't worn this, so it might be a little bit, because this baby girl, she can wear, okay, no, it does seem like it still works on her. Okay, that's good. But there's no diaper cover that comes with her dress, so it's just kind of like, all right, here's the diaper. Let me go ahead and button her on the back. So yeah, I mean, she's so cute. All right, so here she is. Little Snow White. All right, give me a little hug here. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Oh my gosh, she would be so. I actually think it'd be really, really fun to bring a reborn and like take the baby to meet Disney characters. I actually think the Disney characters would totally get a big kick out of it. Even just when we brought Mason, our Love-A-Bow doll, they like loved it. It was fun. I have a video on that, maybe from last year. So yeah, so anyway, in terms of, whether the market is saturated or not, I mean, I think it could be saturated, just because there's just so much volume out there, so much to choose from. There's so many artists, so many babies, so many reborns being made all the time. And I don't know if the number of artists might be growing faster than the number of new collectors. I I don't know. I guess I see it from the angle of like a lot of you guys on YouTube are getting introduced to this hobby for the first time, which I think is awesome. And I do feel a sense of responsibility as a channel creator and somebody in the Reborn doll community, as I know many of you guys feel this as well, that we're the ones like really introducing this hobby to more of the like non-doll collecting world. And there's some who kind of discovered Reborns through YouTube and learn more about the hobby through YouTube, and then kind of dip their toe in. Maybe they get their first doll, then they get hooked, and then they start buying a whole bunch more, which happens to all of us, as you guys know. And I think that there are new collectors joining the hobby every day for sure, but I do think a lot of collectors are also learning how to paint as well. So I feel like the artist community is also growing as well. And because of that, you do have more, beginner artists in the community and just more dolls in general to choose from. I do think that it's not necessarily true that the market is flooded, but maybe more flooded at different, like maybe more at that like beginner or intermediate level. There are more babies at that level available, and they're collectors like myself who will mainly buy from the more advanced artists. Like I know I don't necessarily have to buy from a prototype artist, although if I think about like Melissa George and Julia Homa, they both have definitely done, and Samantha Rose Harker, they all have done prototypes. So I guess they are all prototype artists. Oh yeah, Mary Anderson as well. Mara Silikova, I don't know if she's done prototypes, but I consider all of their work to be just like top notch. And so in terms of what I like to collect for myself, I do have a pretty high bar. I don't personally really buy from the um, newer artists necessarily, except I don't know, like my Caroline who I bought from reborns.com. I don't know, this artist has been painting for a long time, but her babies are very reasonably priced. I think she's pricing at more of an intermediate level, I would say. Um, and I think there are a lot of artists who, so don't judge it just by the price, because there are a lot of artists who maybe price at kind of a more of a medium level who are super talented and could charge way more if they wanted to. And the pricing is so subjective that it doesn't necessarily indicate quality, although it can. Um, and then there are kind of the ultra high end reborns that can go for, say, 2,000 to 5,000 plus. And those are like, none of my reborns are in that price point. For me, I wouldn't pay that for a reborn because I at that price point I prefer silicone. That's just my preference. But I do have a friend who does not like silicone, and for her, she will happily pay that much for a reborn because she'll pay for the best of the best when it comes to reborns. So all, and I think at the different price points there's a different group of collectors. Like if you kind of really look at the market segmentation, I think there are different collectors buying at each of these price points. And yeah, and I think that I think it's great to have some reborn dolls that are more affordably priced, maybe in that 200-300 range, um, and because not everybody can afford to pay $1,000, or more for a doll. And so and I think it's also great to have like Paradise Galleries and Ashton Drake as options. So it's hard for me to say if the reborn market is saturated or not. Like I still feel like I see babies are being sold, or for the higher end artists, those dolls are still, there's still a high demand for reborns and silicones that are like amazingly done. I guess if the doll isn't done that well, the demand's going to be lower, and some will be more okay overlooking flaws because of the lower price point, right? Um, so it's just really hard to say, but those are just some of my observations, and I don't know what you guys think. If the market is flooded, if I definitely feel like I see more volume of dolls, but I think there are also more buyers too. There's more, new collectors. I do think for some people who've been collecting for a long time, like for myself, I have over 20 dolls now, so I'm seriously thinking I need to like stop or slow down. So I do have my second silicone baby, Ethan, who I'm expecting. And I'm also on the list for Silicone Levi, although I'm like kind of second guessing if I should be on that list, just because it's like, yeah, it's a high price point, and I don't know. I don't know if I should be getting another silicone baby. I just don't know. It just feels like I have so much, you know. Um, so I think for myself, I might be reaching a bit of a personal saturation point, but I don't know about the rest of the hobby. And honestly, I've been just so like lately just a little bit more into Disney and politics and some of my other interests, or fashion. Like I've been having fun just like getting clothes for myself, to where I haven't been buying for my dolls quite as much. But yeah, like it's weird. I think this hobby, like I go through ebbs and flows, as you guys know. So I'm probably in a little bit more of an ebb period right now, but I still enjoy coming on here and making videos and talking to you guys. And if anything, having a channel really makes me interact with my collection regularly, because otherwise I could imagine a situation where I just kind of, didn't do anything with them for several weeks. So I think in a way it's nice. It kind of, and then when I see my babies again and take one out and change a baby, like I feel happy. Like I feel like so glad that I took the time. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm excited to see your comments below, and let me know what you think of Miss Savi here in her Snow White dress. All right, guys, take care. Talk to you later. Bye.